All right. So where do you think you see the most drama right now in Nigeria? If I asked you, where is there a tendency for you to see plenty of drama? Either someone trying to act like, he's from Fast and Furious and stop a moving plane. Or someone decides to, whack the head of a flight attendant. Or somebody decides to shout down an entire airport to get their attention because he kind of like went late for his flight. Well, I give you all the cues. If you don't get it at this point in time, forget it. It's at the airport.
Like, that's some exclusive gist.
I'm telling you.
You don't get it.
Like in Nigeria right now, ultimate drama is coming around airports. Either we're looking at the Abuja airport or the Lagos airport. And the way it's going, I won't be surprised next week it might be Port Harcourt airport or Kanubi, international airport. How many other international airports do we have around?
Kim, the problem is, I thought they said that, people don't have money. Because people are traveling a lot by air. And flights are not cheap.
It's not because they have plenty of money. People don't have a choice. Do you know what it means to travel like 10 hours, 12 hours by road?
But the problem is,
in Nigeria during rainy season.
Look at some of these transport companies. Imagine these things happening.
What told you doesn't happen there?
With those boys.
See, if we were to do a reality show of what happens around some of the parks, first boss. on night boss.
Is it that night boss on his gangster?
That one that the car will break down, they will leave you at the mercy of whatever God you call on. There. You tell your boss is coming and you never come.
We don't even want to get started.
It's okay.
I mean, but this drama, let us nip it in the bud. Let us nip it in the bud.
But we like drama in Nigeria now. Haven't you seen it? Even in our films.
Let's take the drama away from the aviation sector, I beg. Haba.
You don't like it? Are you not entertained?
No, I'm
Mr.
not.
Spencer?
I am not. I promise you, I am not. I am not. I was telling someone today that ordinarily, if you ask me, I would like to, what is this nonsense that is going on? What is happening? Is it that people actually I know a lot of people are aggressive, are going about with a lot of aggression.
Pent up anger.
Do you understand?
Just please, just give it just a little.
Do you understand?
Little thing.
Just a little provocation, and then everybody imploding. It's crazy, Kim. It's scary. But then again, I mean, we need to be very cautious because we're talking about the aviation sector here. Thankfully, a lot of things can go wrong, and we thank God that the one that went wrong is not the plane itself misbehaving, and there's a mishap. But then again, can we take this drama away from the tarmac?
So where do you want to take this drama to exactly?
The bus stop. I mean, have you seen?
No, there's too much going on there. The thing is, we're talking about this one because we're talking about airport, and you guys should just be like, we're flying. And you should be well behaved, well mannered, and then you're bringing, Agbero behavior to the airport,
luxurious bus behavior.
Exactly. No, luxury bus. Some. I'm talking about.
When was the last time you entered luxurious bus?
Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah.
The last time, I think a few years back, when it's one of those cute ones, not those long ones. And I was going to Kwam1 about 5 or 6 years back. One of our colleagues lost her husband, so we went to Kotepene. And after that time, I remember one of our colleagues from Wazobia was singing reggae all through. I don't know what was annoying him. Her energy level from start to finish, she kept singing reggae. I was like, how best could they happen inside this situation?
Well, you entered the cute one.
I did, and it broke down at one point.
No,
and for hours we stayed out there thinking, would we ever move?
If it doesn't break down, you didn't enter a luxurious bus. What you entered was something else.
After that, I said to myself,
you need to ask them for the name of what you entered. If it doesn't, there was one that happened. I was going to Lagos from Maraba. We took the bus from Maraba. Right where the luxurious bus was going to do U-turn. This was like 2018, 19.
Yeah.
It was going to do U-turn in front of the park to join the other lane to face Sianya. It broke down. We just left the park.
Oh dear.
That is where we should have known that there's problem.
Indeed, there's problem. Actually, we're starting off with the story. If you're on YouTube and Facebook with us, you see a snippet of the video playing there, where the drama that greeted a lot of Nigerians today apparently had to do with Ibom Air, where a passenger was said to have assaulted a crew at the airport. You know what? I don't have all of the story. It just felt like who started it. But it doesn't matter at this point in time because we're looking at an adult, and you think if you booked a flight, the least you can do is find very decent, very matured way of addressing any grounds or grievance that you have with the airport. And then for you to be captured on video, whacking the head of the attendant and off camera say, oh, slap, slap, slap. We don't know what happened, who started it, but I mean, it just not looking right for the passenger at all.
I saw most of the videos that concerning this particular incident. There's a part where the lady in the video was alleging that the attendant pulled off her wig. Because
what would have happened for an attendant? Except the attendant is mentally unstable.
So we
nobody just go on like, hey, you wear wig.
Of course not. It started from, according to the many stories I've seen and read, that she was asked to turn off her phone for landing.
Exactly.
And to the best of my knowledge, I know it's global best. It's a standard practice across aviation sector globally that you, at the very least, put your phone on airplane mode. At the very least,
particularly when it's taking off and when it's about to land,
exactly,
so that you avoid interference of some sort.
Exactly. But if an airline says our procedure is turn off your phone, that is theirs. You can go to another one and says, okay, it's fine.
A lot of local airlines that travel within country will tell you to turn it off and not even put it
on.
No,
I've boarded quite a number and I didn't turn off. I was on airplane mode throughout the flight. My phone was on.
Did they tell you turn off your phone and you put it on airplane mode?
No, they give you option of both.
And now that's that.
Yes, some give you option of both. But if an airline says turn off your phone, I think it's just proper to do that. I mean, if you think you have 9 lives, that's fine. You have other people in the plane that you have to be concerned about, So that's the first part. We don't have video evidence to show what happened between the attendant and the lady inside. The first thing we see is that the lady is shoving the attendant at the entrance. It looks like the attendant is the air hostess was blocking the lady from exiting the plane. So we don't know exactly what happened there, but Kim, my concern really is the level of anger, the level of aggression that is in the air. I was supposed to have a guest, you remember, on Saturday that canceled. It was someone that has been dragged on Twitter since last week Thursday for forgetting his wife's birthday, whatnot. Then, see.
Anywho, long story short, behave yourself.
Please.
Doesn't matter if you're a traditional titled man, you're a senator, or you're just an average girl with a wig on her head. Respect yourself. I mean, there are better ways and matured ways to handle some of these things that would not lead to unnecessary drama. And that drama has led to Comfort Emerson, the passenger who assaulted airline official on an Ibom air flight inbound Lagos from Uyo, reportedly charged to court. Tunde Mashood, the special advisor on media and communication to the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, said Emerson is remanded in Kirikiri Correctional Facility. And Mashood spoke in a post on X on Monday shortly after the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority said enforcement action will soon become more frequent in Nigerian airports as unruly conduct by passenger is becoming rampant. So this is the case. I mean, I know some people were like, this one, quick, we are hearing Kirikiri. We did not hear Kirikiri for Kwam1.
Yes.
Because when the pilot's license, they were suspended first of all, it took an outcry from the general public before Kwam1 was even dragged into the matter. And the minister acknowledged that his behavior was unacceptable and unruly. Neither do we get that when Senator Shomole also decided to throw down at the airport. But this one, quickly, we're hearing Kirikiri. But it tells you, like, all fingers are not equal. Some can do it and perhaps not be remanded immediately and charged to court, but others cannot. And it also, I would think that trying to stop a moving plane is Kirikiri worthy.
I'm wondering to myself why
alongside this one, but it tells you that if all animals are not equal, And most importantly, in Nigeria, you need to know your level before you start
that
off.
cannot fly, Kim. That cannot fly. If they're going to take her to court,
my brother, it is flying. Look at it taking wings.
It will come down.
It's left for Nigerians to say enough.
No, Kim.
Double standard.
If this lady is going to be charged to court, this the one with Kwam1 happened last week, so it's not too far away. It has to be charged to court too, because what we need to be. What are we doing in this country? We say it, but enacting it in real life, it doesn't make any sense. This man stopped a plane from moving. Yes, the pilot could shoot it.
He wanted to stop a plane. Like, I literally saw a man, a mere mortal, standing in front of a plane and blocking it. I've never seen that in my entire life till when Kwam1 pulled that one off. And then he put out an apology that, just like, what?
It's not the apology that's my problem. Another government official came and said, to err is human, to forgive is divine. A government official came out.
Well, he's right. To err is human, forgive is divine. But that there's also consequence for every action. We forgive you, but there's a price to pay. Now, this lady, quickly, you're charging her to court. Nigeria, what message are you sending to people? That certain class of people can get away with certain things. And that, I mean, if you were to put it on a scale of misdemeanor, misbehavior, what we've seen in recent time at the airport, I think hers will be at the bottom.
Yes, definitely.
So, quick case to court. Well, perhaps it depends on who is charging. If it's the air hostess, the staff who was assaulted, who is charging on her own ground. But this time we're seeing it coming from the NCAA.
The Ministry of Aviation.
Yeah. Through the NCAA is the one who is saying it shortly after NCAA said enforcement. Because they're the one, and the Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace says it'll be remanded in Kirikiri. So the same ministry that took its sweet time to respond when Kwam1 did his. It took a while until there was a lot of outcry before you saw that. It's quick to say, okay, this one has been remanded already and will be charged to court. It speaks of double standard. Now, do I think there should be some sort of penalty and some kind of like, let's not be quick to throw punishment around, but for this kind of behavior, it needs to stop. We're getting one too many of it, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. And this one had to do with an assault of a person, so I can understand how it varies, because this one, you're throwing hands.
Yeah.
Kwam1 spills something on someone, that's assault also.
Oh, the lady was also assaulted by
so at the end of the day,
her chest region was exposed. The video is all over the internet. That would bring ridicule to her. So she can also file. She can also sue.
Yeah,
she can.
I wish her the very best. She looks like she's got energy for things like that, because I definitely not be throwing hands at the airport, no matter what's been done at me. I'll find a way to addressing it. So, I mean, this is basically something that should be taking seriously, as it were. But so they're taking. She's remanded in Kirikiri Correctional Facility, and the case will be going to court.
And somebody
I don't know
else
if she puts an apology
was calling the president. Somebody else was calling the president and was even making threats.
It's just a double standard. We should have a standard and say, see, these kind of behaviors would not be accepted in the country. Kwam1 got a suspended no-fly for 6 months, and to the best of my knowledge, that still stands until investigation is done. This one is going to court. We'll get to see how all of this pans out. But Nigerians, behave yourself. Do you know who I am is what is causing some of these things. And half the time, nobody gives two about who you are. Behave yourself when you get out in public and find proper ways to address grievances and issues. It is 100% possible that they started it, but say, you're the one who is remanded right now. It's possible that perhaps maybe how they handled something made her flare up. But because she just could not manage her emotions properly, Kim, she's the one in hot.
I'm also
no excuse to hit someone. None at all.
I'm also concerned about should I say customer relations. Now, these people are not law enforcement agencies, but should we have a hostage situation? How are we going to resolve it? How could this matter? Is it that it couldn't have been de-escalated in such a way that everybody comes out unruffled?
Well, I've seen tons of airplane and airport drama, home and abroad. And it's not just limited to us in the country, so that people don't think it's only in Nigeria you see these kind of things. I have seen people throw hands in all kinds of New York to this one flight, international flight, and all kinds of bad behavior.
Yeah.
People have that tendency, but there need to be measures put in place to ensure that, see, you just remind yourself to behave. I've been in a plane where they were literally begging a man to turn off his phone. And the man was giving all kinds of attitude. I fly international flight, and I've never been told to turn off my phone. He's only, God, turn off your phone. And I promise you, Gabriel, I'm not making this story up. We now had turbulence. Have I shared this story with you?
I think you have.
We now had some bit of turbulence on our way to Lagos. And you need to see how people were screaming. And in the middle of my wanting to scream, I wanted to look at that man who I blame for that turbulence, because stubborn head, turn off your phone.
Did you lie?
Yeah, he was the one. Turn off your phone, turn off your phone. You did not turn off. Look, this turbulence is on you. And you used to see this man panicking.
It was panicking.
Oh boy. The way he held his chair. And then you know what? Sometimes like you just come back like, sir, it's because you just turn off your phone. So you value life this much. And yet simple instruction.
Yeah.
Like even if you're a businessman, even someone like Dangote, okay, private jet, I don't know what happens there. But you should be able to tell people, okay, I'm going to be in transit about this time. I might not be on my phone for this period, but I'll get you as soon as I arrive. Come on. And to think you can't turn off your phone for a few minutes?
No, but
and he's sitting in economy, all of us. It's not even in business class. It's not in anywhere. Economy, tight seat, fat man.
If you want preferential
and then
treatment,
you are
pay for it. Some of these airlines they have internet and stuff. They can get the share with you if you're paying for.
It will not kill you if they tell you turn it off when we're about to
you're
take off and
premium
land,
service.
and then you just do that. So that's that. It is what it is in Nigeria. One person is going to Kirikiri, the other person is privileged to put out an apology and get a no-fly ban, which is serious.
It should go to Kirikiri too. It should go to Kirikiri too.
All right. Okay then. Let's move on to the next story. It's Did we even introduce ourselves? My name is Kimberly.
Oh, yeah.
Call me the Oracle, the Digital Oracle, OTF, the fellow, or Chanya and Madam Speaker, and I'll say yes to them all. Gabriel Spector is with me on the show. We'll take you all the way to 4 p.m. as we look at some of the big stories driving conversation in the country. And at the 4 o'clock hour, Abuja, are you ready? Are you ready for I Beg to Differ debate? Our very own Helen Abu is on the 4 o'clock. I think Ellen will be on by 4 o'clock for the debate. So, and then we have, I think, is it Joseph Majesty or just check by 4 or 5 o'clock? I'm going to get those of us who are lined up for 4 and 5 o'clock today. We'll be facing off with their opponents in Lagos, as it were. So, guys, send them all the good wishes you can. My fingers are crossed that Abuja representative was okay. I think it's Masiru Ruth at the 5 o'clock hour today. Then Joseph Majesty is on for tomorrow, and Daramola, and then Excel. Yes, Excel is in the national. For those of you who were not told, Excel is in the race at the national. So we sent 5 representatives to Lagos to represent the federal capital. The 4 who qualified from this particular one and Excel from last year. Apparently, he made a good impression that HQ said, all right, we might bring him back in the race. So we have 5 representatives, 2 gentlemen and 3 ladies who will be representing the federal capital, and we're rooting for them that they will get to the finals. So yay, congratulations in advance, Team Abuja. I know that right now they'll be warming up in the studio and getting set for the debate. And good thing is that the judges are spread from the different zones. We have Majid Dahiru from Abuja, one of the chief judge from Port Harcourt, and from Lagos who joined the team also. So it will make for a very animated, interesting, intellectual debate today. So
I look forward to it.
I do too. Let's go on a quick break.
Talk, news and sports after this.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info. Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
95.1 Nigeria Info.
All right, the Tournament of Champions starts off today, runs all the way to the 4th of September, talking about the national I beg to differ debate. We call it the Tournament of Champions because champions are the different zones, slug it out when you get to
Champions League.
the Lagos. Yeah. So it starts off today 4 p.m. and we can't just wait. It'll be live on Nigeria Info and our baby station Kids FM 101.7. You get to listen and live on our Facebook and YouTube pages for you to follow the debate. So let's get to the big stories. We did mention that the unruly passenger on Ibom air flight has been charged to court. She was remanded at Kirikiri and the case is going to court. And a lot of people are asking why, the handling of this is different from how what played out last week. But let's go on to another story that, a lot of people also raising their brows about. And I know, Gabriel, we did talk about it when we're talking about the WAEC result. And we're like, students are not reading, this WAEC and all of that. I think with Mr. Ozoemena on Thursday was one of the stories we looked at and, okay, we're not here. And wondering why would there be a massive difference between the performance last year and this year. And then taking stock of the past 5 years, how the results, the outcome have been. Well, WAEC had a glitch at one point where people could not access their result, and then they came back and there was some bit of readjustment and an apology was put out and saying due to the glitch, they found out there was an error and they've adjusted it and the performance looked a little bit better. Reminiscent of what happened with JAMB, and we're thinking, is this the new normal right now? Is it what we're going to be doing after every exams? We have to interrogate, then there'll be a glitch, and then we go back, and then they'll put out an apology. Come on now. I mean, enough is enough. Again, for this particular one. Education stakeholders are demanding a probe into the 2025 WAEC West African Senior School Certificate Examination error and an overhaul of the West African Examination Council management team. The stakeholders, including teachers, students, parents, spoke in separate interviews and all sharing their take. WAEC, while originally announcing the release of results for its 2025 SSCE, had reported a sharp decline in 2025 performance compared to 2024. Out of 1,969,313 candidates who sat for the exam across 23,554 schools, it was said that only 754,545 candidates, representing 38.32%, obtained a minimum of 5 credits covering their core subjects, including English and mathematics. The exam body, following public outrage over the apparent mass failure, later admitted they had discovered a scoring error that compromised results for its English paper. Now, reviewing the released results, it said the grading of serialized papers, a feature described as recent innovation, was affected. WAEC said a fresh analysis showed that 1,239,884 candidates, representing 62.96%, obtained credit and above in a minimum of 5 subjects, including English and mathematics. With this, the credit pass rate jumped from 38.2% to 62.96%. I mean, I have chills just reading it because the minute that result came out and I saw the disparity, and I recall I was asking, is it possible that in 1 year, schools that have churned out and received the same lectures from the same, curriculum, from the same teachers and all that, it's possible for you to have massive failure if something was not responsible for it? And then people were quick to say, okay, remember, it was just in some select centers that they wrote their exams at night. Okay, let's excuse this one. But I mean, the disparity in the figure, there's something you do that is very scientific that you see across board, the magic, except something major happens. That's when you get to see a sharp decline from what the consistent outcome has been over time. Except you uncover something and say, okay, we found out that a good number of these schools cheat. And so we acted on that intelligence and put certain measures in place and it affected the outcome. Now, unless WAEC can establish that.
Which they are not.
Yeah, But they've come out to say, indeed, it was a
They
technical glitch on
opined to it
rating.
a bit, but they didn't establish
That
as
is
a
the
fact.
lazy approach. And I think we've been sold this lie for a very long time. See, we understand that the education system is suffering in the country. The quality of teaching and learning and the environment is terrible in Nigeria. From the federal capital to Lagos to Port Harcourt to Ikotepene to Gusau, anywhere you go to in Nigeria, it's the same very poor standard you get to find. Very few schools have what it takes to be, a citadel of learning. And so
And
we will
those
now
ones-
excuse it and say, okay, all these students that tried their best in spite of the harsh situation, we understand that some students don't read. Yes, it's true. They're influenced by social media and a lot of other stuff. But then to say consistently there will be a jump from 70-something% to 30-something within 1 year. Come on now. What kind of level of decay are we dealing with within a year that you see such a terrible, a drop in the standard? I didn't buy it for 1 second. And perhaps it was because I was still reeling over the hangover of jam to saying it's possible we could have glitches.
Yeah.
It is possible.
Yeah, it reeks of mediocrity, if you ask me, Kim, because I wish that the management of WAEC Nigeria, they are saying the problem here is we're trying to curb cheating, because like you said, we know that the malpractice, I spoke about this I think on Saturday morning cruise, and a teacher called on the show, chose to stay anonymous, and he said the kind of malpractices that go on, mercenaries, leaked questions before the exam date, and all manner of things that get to happen. So I wish it was a case of we're trying to curb the menace. To be frankly speaking, I believe that, and this is not to shade those who are actually reading, if there's actually a technology, automated system that would check malpractices in our schools in examinations like this, fundamental examinations like this, I believe that figure maybe not this low, but something very close. But then again, this, as a result of glitch, is one too many. Jam, let's not talk about INEC. So is it that anytime, what is it about Nigeria? What is it about the country that anytime we try to go technological with something public like this at this level, we just can't just get it right once? I'm trying hard to think of something else that we do, at this level that requires a lot of people and requires a lot of advanced technology, and that we have it smooth. It's talk about NIMSI, talk about driver's license. Why is it that we always have glitches? Why can't we get it right once? What is the problem? What are the problems? Is it poor staff? Is it poor trainings for the staff involved? Is it that the systems are not good enough? What exactly is the problem? Why can't we have...
The thing is, a good thing that people have started calling out and interrogating over time, with all these whys that you've asked, and perhaps the answers are not going to come overnight, is that we've accepted certain things and narrow it down to students know they read, teachers know they teach well. And then we're leaving out. It tells you that there are multiple sides to a story. It could be a case of mass failure because of poor performance on the part of the student. It could be the teaching quality. And now we see another dimension. It just could be the examination body with their glitch. From INEC to JAM to WAEC, we're seeing something very consistent when it comes to using technology to either upload results, or dispense it. There is something technologically wrong with how we put out final result out there. Because right now, it boils down to they actually did better in English. It was from the English, whatever, that the glitch happened.
After they corrected.
The JAM one, it was the glitch. INEC one, it was also a glitch in uploading real time the result that was promised Nigerians. So it's consistent that we need to address all of this. And I don't know where else it's going to go to. Do they upload, I don't know, medical report in National Hospital? It just might get there.
For over a month, Kim, NIMSI was down. For over a month. Ask people. Over a month, NIMSI was down. People couldn't register SIM cards. People couldn't retrieve SIM cards. It happened like nothing was going on. It was crazy. NIMSI was down.
We need to fix up, apparently. And it's a good thing. Moving forward, there's no result why I could put out. I will not raise my brow. Like, check very well. Are you very sure? The same way I feel about JAM.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Good luck to INEC in the next election. All right, so 2 stories. Let's open up the phone lines. We have one more to go. These are some of the big stories Nigerians are talking about, from the drama at the airport to the challenge and the glitches we've been recording in uploading results or just getting to see your results at the end of the day. I'm sure in future, these groups will be afraid of just telling you percentage failure. And you know, the excitement they get, mass failure, be like students need to read. See, if I were a teacher or I work in any of this organization and the results are poor, I would not want to be quick to say the result mass failure. It's bad. It looks bad on you guys, everyone, plus student, plus the schools, plus the examination body. Everybody just looks bad, and that's why Mr. Examiner on Thursday was trying to say it's a collective. Actually,
It is.
yeah. Let's go to the phone line 0700 951 0000 or 0809 5974 869. Gabriel, I wanted to do something. You're pointing at your mic.
No. I was saying that an issue here.
All right. Or 0809 993 0137. That's our WhatsApp number. You can send a message, you can send a voice note 1 minute, or you can call the WhatsApp number and preferably tweet at us, all right? Or, yeah, you send it via X at Nigeria Info ABJ, and we'd read as many of them as possible. Let's get to hear from this caller.
Hello.
Hello, Kim. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You're welcome.
Justice of Peace.
Welcome, Justice of Peace.
Well, I know I'll just like this English glitch since INEC introduced it to Nigeria. Mahmoud Yakubu introduced it. Now we can see how far it's going. I wish the government can probe, really look into some of these issues and know what to do in order to put a stop to it. Probe whoever that need to be probed, persecute whoever that need to be persecuted. Because while we were talking about air crash, I was even like, let's one day you just hear one terrible thing happen to an airplane and people lost their life and they will tell you it's a technical glitch. I know. The English is becoming too unbecomable, and whatever it is, the jam aspect, the stress, the WAEC, the stress of the children, and you are coming out to give this kind of reasons. For me, it's not telling good on the country. Basically, our educational news is not even a good one. So government should really look into it and put a stop to it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, JOP. Hello. Oh dear. I think it's the weather that is affecting our connection. Please call us back, sir. The connection is really bad. It's rusty. All right.
Yeah, hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And Gabriel is here. Gabriel, respect.
Welcome.
Hey, my friend. My name is Emeka in Guarimpa.
All right, go on.
Yes, for me, in the lighter notes, I think that G should be added to APC. All progressive Congress glitch, because that is what we have been seeing from this administration from the time of the late president. May he so rest in peace. Right from INEC to JAM to WAEC. And do you know one funny thing? They are planning to make by next year also. They are planning to digitalize writing of WAEC. Is this how it's going to work? When the manual one, they just marking and releasing of authentic results have not worked. Now, how can you now? Okay, those students in hinterland, in villages that cannot even operate computer, how can they even write the WAEC using the computer when JAM have not even set a standard? It is not working. It's always glitch and glitch and glitch. Why can't this government get one thing, just one thing right?
All right. But it can work. Right. We're not in the Stone Age. This is not Neanderthals we're talking about or cavemen. It
needs power, political will for it to work. It needs political will. It's not as if the law is not there, but political will to do it. And nobody will take a fall. Nobody will be punished.
All right, sir.
Again, you see that Neko will do his own. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's see if this is better now.
Hello. Something is happening there.
Story.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Kim and Gabriel Spector.
Good afternoon.
My name is Max.
Talk to us, Gwaza.
I joined Nigerians in the lamentation of the phrase technical glitch. technical glitch. I think what is lacking there is punitive. These so-called glitches. Someone would deliberately sabotage the system, and later, once you apply that phrase, you escape justice, then it will continue. And that's one thing, like with the communist countries, they cannot take such glitches. Before a technological innovation is in place, there must be testing, and testing and retesting to make sure that it's good standard to be used nationally. And a lot of money is being injected into this kind of projects. At the end of the day, the leaders, the people will just come out with the phrase technical glitches. That's terrible. It's unacceptable. Unfortunately, it started with INEC. We also had JAM. We are talking about why. Look at these issues are. We are talking about the future of the country, yet it has been compromised. What is happening to the people involved? No head rolls.
All right.
And to continue.
All right.
Without taking punitive measures. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gwaza Max. I mean, you can imagine people already writing articles like English in decline, social media role in WAEC failure, only to find out there was WAEC glitch in social media.
Where's that?
Be reading articles. I know they're always on social media only to find out it was a glitch. That you don't know how to take back the article and rewrite it. You write it over again. Too much going on, my people. Let's look at some of your messages. It's not up yet?
No, it's not up yet.
Why? What's holding it? All right, let's look at messages sent in here on WhatsApp. My take is on the WAEC glitch. It's a bad one from WAEC. As for the proper performance of candidate in WAEC, the plan for digital examination will put an end to examination malpractice, but the students should be trained on how to use the computers. Mr. Godwin from Area 11 sent that one in. All these glitches here and there is a pointer of what will happen in 2027. No one is being punished for all the brouhaha that JAMB and WAEC did, and no punitive measure being meted out to anyone. Shegun from Galadima. Nigeria has adopted glitches as an explanation for failure on many government agencies, says Chok. And put 1 and 2 together. Caller from Lube. 1 and 2 where exactly?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Hello? Yes, we can hear you. Oh, no.
Adiola, I would advise that you call us via WhatsApp. We seem to be having very poor connection. For those who are calling us through our regular phone lines, the 0700 951 0000 line is acting up this afternoon. Maybe because it's raining. Is it still raining where you are?
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
I want to join in the show.
All right.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Sunday from France.
From Sunday, why are you sounding like you're afraid? Be bold, confidently say.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Uh-huh.
I was listening to your voice, then someone else speaking. I was like, okay.
Okay. Go ahead, Sunday. You've got the mic. Talk to us.
Yeah, thank you very much. So as regard the incidents of the Ibom, the lady, first of all, what you mentioned, like when you said they didn't drag Kwam1, why did they drag the lady? So the lady was, from the video we've seen, the lady was laying hands on the staff. But for Kwam1, it was different. It's a different case. The man wasn't laying hands on anybody. So I don't think your judgment on that, comparing the two incidents, I don't think is objective enough.
So it's right for someone to obstruct a moving plane?
No, it's not. It's not right.
Okay, well, you're saying it's less
so
of a problem.
So where you draw the line is when you hit somebody. When you pour a liquid content from your flask on someone else does not translate to throwing hands. I quite agree with you. There's something about the physical assault that happened and the different level of assault that created the two different scenarios. But you draw the line at once your hand touch someone's body. That is the height of all misbehavior.
There was a physical assault
Evidently.
Yeah. So, and she has to leave the the plane or something. So
Yeah.
Well, we get you.
I
Thank you
was like,
very much. Your point is noted.
okay.
That's
And
enough.
valid.
Enough for her to get into Kirikiri. Hello, good afternoon. What? Are you there?
Uh-oh.
What's your name? No,
Uh-oh.
it can't work.
Let's try this one. Hello?
Hello. All right.
Okay, guys, call via WhatsApp for now. The
I will
WhatsApp calls are
rectify
clear.
it. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Clearly, what's your name?
My name is Daniel Aditoro.
All right, go on, Daniel.
Yeah. Please, I'm going to Nigeria for Abuja.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think, unfortunately, I'm watching online, so it's a bit faster. All right, let me go ahead.
Go ahead.
So, as regards Kwam1, I have to be honest. I think it went too far. Somebody of his caliber shouldn't descend that way. But, I want to look at the story from a different perspective. And, someone called and talked about assault. I don't think that's really the issue. I think there's some fundamental issue that we need to address as a country. One of it is nepotism. That wasn't necessarily a man who wanted to break the law because he felt it was fit. But a man who over time has been indoctrinated to believe that it's a norm in the society when you have somebody at the upper echelon to be able to get away with something. So it's not seen as something bad. It's something that should happen. You should be privileged because you have social relationship, social connection. And that's a fundamental issue. And it's not just, I don't want to be stereotypical about it. It's not just a political thing. It's something that cuts across different stratas in this country, including in religious organizations. This idea of, building relationships, as good as all these things sound, there is nepotism behind it. People tell you build relationship, be good to people, connect with people, particular politicians, so you can get opportunities. As good as these things sound, there is nepotism, a subtle, corrupt ideology behind it, so that you can get opportunity that you probably don't deserve in most cases.
All right.
But just because you've been able to keep those relationships, you can have access to some things that Nigerians don't have access to. So there has to be a good level playing field for everybody. And until we do these simple things, we'll continue to revolve around the same cycle. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
sir.
so much.
All right, let's look at some of the comments. I think there are a few of them on our Facebook. Do you have Facebook open there? And what do you have open on your screen there?
This is WhatsApp.
All right. So let me get to the messages on YouTube and Facebook. On YouTube, Adekunle Layinka says, I hope it isn't INEC that is now saddled with conducting exams in Nigeria, watching from Newcastle. No, it isn't INEC. And, oops, I spoke too soon. And the WhatsApp is grounded. Mfam saying I should keep kotekpene out of my mouth and places where things go wrong and experience glitches. I was just saying that was where the time I traveled long distance was to Ikotekpene by road when Gabriel asked that question. I didn't say anything happened there that was wrong. Say for the bus that I took though, just many years back, and then it left us almost stranded. So yeah. Okay. Mike say please leave my hometown. You got to take out of the list of places with possibility of things going bad or being affected with Nigerian mad issues. Akwa Ibom is immune from a national glitch. No, it isn't. Hate to bust your bubble. Stephen Trust Dusu, I see you. Joey Chibunna. Is that? I want to believe it's Chibunna.
Like
Joey Chibunna. Says, welcome to Hard Fact. Thank you. Benedict Shoje, I see you also. We see quite a number of your comment on our Facebook page. Let's go back to the phone lines. And then we'll touch on this pesky little issue. Well, it's not little, it's not pesky either, because apparently it's become a full-blown menace as we deal with it, the issue of internet fraud and Yahoo. And over the weekend, there was a report that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission made some arrests, jumped on some unsuspecting internet fraudsters who were patting up or perhaps plotting their next big scam at a hotel in Abeokuta. And it got a lot of people talking on social media, really. The suspects were arrested at Green Legacy Hotel, located within the premises of the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library in Abeokuta. The agency spokesperson, Dele Oyewole, said this in a statement he put out on Sunday. And according to him, the suspects were arrested in a sting operation in Abeokuta on Sunday, and said the arrest was sequel to a credible intelligence about their suspected involvement in internet crimes. Upon their arrest, 18 vehicles and mobile devices were recovered from them. They'll be charged to court as soon as investigations are concluded, he said. Now, perhaps it was the way they went about it. It was like, at night, vehicles jumped at them, young people just running and scampering all over the place. I saw pockets of videos on socials. I'm like, Abeokuta that is just gaining momentum as the entertainment capital of the this. You want to disrupt it. You want to do this. I'm like, guys, should you not be concerned if the EFCC is saying that a lot of people are using your neighborhood, your backyard, as the new ground zero for internet fraud? That you should be concerned about. No, I read a lot of comment on socials where people felt like some where it was the modus operandi, how EFCC went about it, that they had a grouse with. Others were, they're just rounding up young people and putting labels on them. And I'm saying, would you not even want to interrogate further as to, okay, EFCC, I hope you have substance to this claim. I hope you take them to court. And we see to it indeed that they were really, really not just randomly picked up, but that you worked on your credible intel and found these people are actually into internet fraud. That was the first thing that will come to me. I'm say our town that is becoming entertainment hub. Now they're coming to chase people like, are you kidding me?
Obasanjo Library is at Ota.
It doesn't matter. Forget Obasanjo Library. We just put it in the story just to get people's attention. But the thing is,
I'm just saying where this happened, and whoever is saying that entertainment hub, I'm wondering. That's what I'm just saying. I'm wondering how
the Obasanjo into Presidential Library is in Ota, within the Ota farm. No, it's not. It's not the same location.
Okay.
But don't digress.
No.
If EFCC jumped on these people and they're taking them to court, they have their intel. You should be concerned that your neighborhood is now the new hub for internet fraud and or whatnot. Not the other way around to say, the way they're arresting young people in this town now, to chase people who want to bring entertainment, music and all of that. I would want to run away from any place where I feel like people are vulnerable and young people are doing all kinds of shady business there. I think we've gotten so comfortable with the whole Yahoo and internet that people don't understand the gravity of the damage this does to our reputation and our people. You seem to think that there are bigger fish to fry. The politicians who are robbing us blind. I mean, these things are not mutually exclusive. You can actually ask the EFCC to do their job. Buckle up. Get us the criminal politicians as much as you are getting us these future people who, this is how they will make their money. You're not going to question it. You're not going to call them out. And tomorrow they're going into politics. And you're wondering, our politicians are this. Where do you think they come from? Sometimes you don't even interrogate backstory of how some people make their money and they just come in there, you celebrate them, and you don't know the background. I'm not saying everyone who goes into politics made their money through. That's not what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. But I'm saying we seem to be making excuses a little too much for internet fraudsters in the country, and you don't know you're doing it, but they're kind of
it's been glorified. I mean, we sing about it in songs, we talk about it in the movies, skits are done about it.
It's for glory.
This